policy-making in the area of education has traditionally been seen as the responsibility of the nation-state, falling within the realm of domestic politics. But knowledge knows no borders. Globalization has introduced new actors and led to the internationalization of education, setting the pace for reform to develop and modernize universities. Back in 1999, ministers of education from 29 European countries signed the Bologna Declaration, setting the goal of creating by 2010 a common European higher education area in which students could choose from a wide range of high-quality courses and benefit from smooth recognition procedures. An important aim of the declaration was to increase the international competitiveness of the European system of higher education. The Bologna process constitutes the most comprehensive university reform in recent years. The epp-ed group organised a public hearing on higher education in Europe under the chairmanship of Doris Pack, epp-ed spokeswoman in the Committee for Culture and Education of the European Parliament, who also explained the aim of the hearing.
We have to speak in this House, in the European Parliament, on this process because it was launched without us, without any national parliament. And so I think we should know what's going on. The idea behind is good. They want to harmonize, to give more equality, more equal diplomas. But we fear a little bit that the result of this Bologna process may be also that the mobility which this House, which the European Union is fostering with our lifelong learning program, especially Erasmus and Leonardo, is hindered because a lot of young people don't want to go any longer out of their national university because they will lose time in the bachelor part. And I think this is something which is very important for us. And so we hope that we will find out if it is like this or if these are only rumors. Therefore, we have not only asked experts from the university level, but also a lot of students who are present today.
Jan Fiegel, European Commissioner for Education, Training, Culture and Youth, and various academics, exchanged views on aspects and the implementation of the Bologna process, and dealt with the question of whether it will lead to educational governance in the EU. He also outlined the Commission's priorities in this field.
The aim of the Bologna process was to establish European higher education area by 2010. We are approaching, and you can see how dynamic and large Bologna processes became, because now the whole continent participates. Many structural reforms at the universities are reality, and what is the most important part of reforms is focus on quality and quality assurance. So I think that in the coming future we will see really Europe as a space where knowledge, qualifications is treated more friendly, is more supported and also more relevant. And I think this is also linked to other objectives of the Union.
With implementation of the process, it is easier to move from one country to another within the higher education area for the purpose of further study. But how efficient is student mobility? Is the Bologna process an obstacle or a tool? Professor Ute Lanzendorf, author of the study on student mobility, said,
"Our major findings highlight that there are obstacles as well as kind of incentives built in the Bologna process. The obstacles mainly refer to the density of content in new curricula and the short time within which the high amount of learning has to be realized. This seems to be a problem in certain Bologna countries, not in all. And another positive effect of Bologna is that students from outside Europe increasingly choose a European country for studying a master's program. The incoming mobility from non-European countries is increasing. We are not sure if this is just due to the Bologna process. It is probably also caused by increasing demand from especially Asian countries, but the Bologna process has surely contributed to this development.
The European Commission, together with the Council of Europe and UNESCO, developed the diploma supplement in order to improve international transparency and to facilitate academic and professional recognition of qualifications such as diplomas, degrees and certificates. The Bologna process added value in terms of quality and recognition of diplomas, said Mr. Joe Ritson, Rector of Maastricht University.
The Bologna process was great in its conception, and it has been, captured by national implementation. And in that respect, it needs a new push. It has done something, I think, important, but in terms of recognition and accreditation, it's still not there, in particular because accreditation is national, and also the recognition process is highly complicated because of the fact that everything is done on a national level.
Mrs. Pack concluded the hearing by saying,
I
want to underline that the students have to be the focus of the university, but this can happen only when they have good professors. It's in our interest to convince teachers to be good teachers, but I also agree that we have to give them the incentive. The Bologna Declaration states that the vitality and efficiency of any civilization can be measured by the appeal its culture has for other countries. The signatory countries explicitly express their aim to ensure that the European higher education system achieves global appeal equal to Europe's extraordinary cultural and scientific traditions. This programme was brought to you by the press service of the epp-ed group, the largest political group in the European Parliament. See you again soon.